There's the start button.
I was going to say, press the start button. Is it going now?
It's going this time.
Is the counter advancing?
I could have talked all about Luke's college choices.
Yeah.
So all the colleges we've applied to so far, been about 25 or so, are either the coaches reached out to him. I think actually all of them are coaches have reached out. We haven't gone also to they're looking for a goalkeeper, but the coach hasn't reached out. I don't think we've gotten to that spot yet.
Yeah, but Luke's on NCSA. So
he's had like 3 or 4 really small colleges reach out and say, we'd like you to come visit. But Luke's looked at the school and said, no, not for me, too small. Thank you, though.
Yeah, what was the one that he said recently? It was like 800 students or something like that?
Something like that.
800 students,
yeah. But High Point's one of the ones that reached out to him, and so that's why I applied there.
It'd be really funny to see Luke among the glitterati because he's so unassuming, right?
It is going to be a shock. I mean, it's my daughter was there. They have bands outside, and when the weather's nice, they have these verandas above the pool in the back. It's like, what special occasion is this? It's not.
The
we just
sun's
have
out?
music. Yeah.
Is it the students playing?
No, they hire bands. I mean, like in the wintertime, horse-drawn carriages with cocoa and and you go around the tree stands. It's kind of like anything outside of it is not a great area.
Okay.
But you don't have a 5-star restaurant where you can eat there once a week, and it's for the students to learn how to interact in a business environment or in a environment.
Okay.
So they have their own pool. It's all free. Their workout gym facility is built next to their restaurant. So they have 2 Starbucks. They've got Chick-fil-A. They might have 3 Starbucks now. They've got their own hotel now, from what I understand. They've built basketball stadium.
Oh my goodness.
Nino is the president, and he's an entrepreneur. He started Great Harvest Bread.
Oh yeah.
And so they said, hey, we need somebody that's a little bit more entrepreneurial. He ran it like this. He got all these stores. And it's the furniture capital of the U.S.
Oh really?
So like Lazy Boy, furniture to go, and all that stuff have donated in like classrooms that you'll see the Lazy Boy chairs. Plush chairs.
Oh my goodness. Oh. And what is? Do they have a particular focus? Because I know, like PLU, like the big focus, music and wheelchair are the 2 big programs, right? But
I think business would be a big one for them.
okay.
I mean, there's an history of business school, but it is a lot of rich kids. It is entitled rich kids that.
Oh goodness.
And that's that. My daughter is. She kind of gravitated towards a good girls, women, as a real good girl.
Well, and you know, it's a big part of college is making connections for your future, right? So that's good, right?
That's what I tell them. You know, like, your college friends are going to be your high school friends are going to see you, unfortunately. And it feels like
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know. It's like, well, it's really what sustains us these years. You know, going down to Texas was for David's alumni event. So his club rugby, the Huns, we had alumni event one weekend. It's the 50th anniversary of the club, and then the next weekend was the UT alumni. And David was one of the 4 founders of the UT Rugby Club 37 years ago. And so, so I get to hear all these stories now that I've that I've heard him tell, but I get to hear them told by new people. It's like, he says it different. But yeah, it's really cool to see, these people still connecting, 30, 40 years later, right? It's just awesome. Nice. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. And so, Tycoon is a very unique place. And they do a really good job.
Yeah, I've really never heard of it.
They do a good job of recruiting kids because when you get there, you're just like, oh, this is the most beautiful school I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. Yes, but he totally just he danced his way through that. It's just, unstoppable. Nice, Luke. Right? I just had to keep telling him, you're gonna get taller. You're gonna get taller. Now he's up there.
It was like I saw him in the summertime in the first tournament, outdoor tournament. I was like, it's like he grew half of it.
Well, COVID was good to him, right? The long hours of sleep and the extra food, eating at home, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, and just how kids when they're in high school, they're not getting enough sleep because high school starts early, and then there's homework and there's activities. For 18 months there was not a whole lot to do except for homework and work out and sleep. And eat mom's home cooking.
Hey, I warmed up burritos for him occasionally.
You did.
But he scored 4. So I guess he makes it.
I think it's okay. 2-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, I like Wisconsin. Again, all of our family wanted to go there because
Well, and during the soccer season, it's not terribly cold because soccer's fall, right?
yeah.
Okay, so and I think that's basically is that he doesn't want to play when it's super duper cold. So, oh yeah, there's nothing the Midwest winter is no fooling, man.
It's tough.
Yeah, my parents both grew up in Minnesota, and my sister was in Minneapolis, and so it's like when I go to visit, I go in spring.
There's a good school there.
Nice. Turn. Oh. Yeah. I'm actually a fan of Loyola Marymount. I toured that with Luke, and I just thought that kind of hit a lot of his buckets as far as, the size of the school and the majors that it was offering, a lot of the hands-on classes. That seemed to be a good fit, but I don't think he hasn't actually connected with the coach there yet, has he?
No, he keeps trying, and the goalie coach. He talked to the goalie coach when they came up.
Nice.
when they came up and played Seattle. And the goalie coach said, reach out to him. Make sure and reach out to him. They just hadn't started their recruiting much yet. Yes, it's Chapman's one that he's applied to.
Yeah, Tuesday's got a buddy that goes there.
They have a few and they're very competitive. Them and Redlands are always kind of some of the top teams. Redlands especially. Redlands is always.
Yeah. So his big sister goes to Redlands.
Oh, okay.
So she is very excited. She would love for him to come to Southern California. I think she would be fine if he came to Redlands.
She wants him to come to
Oh,
Redlands.
she does?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
she does.
I think now that he's got the idea that he may be able to come to D2, I think he's looking for a D2, maybe.
No, Division really hasn't played much. It's more the school coach.
Okay, school and the coach.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the program too, and that's why Ohio State interested him, just because of all the schools, their locker room was like the most. It's plush. It's a posh locker room.
Well, now we have to see what's the locker room look like at High Point. Oh.
Yeah, now you gotta see that. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly would make our lives easier if they were both in kind of the same area for visits, but
Literally, it's like KLU.
okay.
KLU is probably the top soccer program in this division. D3,
Okay.
They
Yeah.
seem to make the playoffs more than others.
Yeah, I would love for him to go to KLU just because I went there, but and I know what kind of an education he can get from there, right? So, but for him, I think he wants to get a little farther in the field, which is fine. Totally get that too.
He's a good kid, and they're gonna love him. Like John, will tell you. Even if don't let him in the play defense.
Just yeah, totally.
I think he has the right thing, and you guys have the right thing. So just find the school that you like. Find a program if you're gonna play soccer.
Yeah.
It's tough sometimes. Because they want to bring their kids. I mean, they're gonna give you the good side.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, the other thing that's tricky is, you want to practice, right? You don't necessarily want to go and train and not have a given time. Right?
So tough because the goalies, you have 3 goalies.
Yeah.
And it's not like, like a field player where you put them in a different spot.
Well, and that's why he's been looking at. It's called the Eye to Eye Academy. They've got a school at Leeds, York, and Northumbria, and one of the ideas he's thinking of, because of what she thought of, is go there for 2 years because everybody plays because they just, as many kids as they've got, they just put in different divisions.
Yeah.
And so get your 20, 40, he just talked to one of the goalies who went to ITI, and they have 2 goalies on each squad, and they just swap games each week.
Okay.
So he'll get like 25 games each year that he'll actually play in, and then he's earned school credits, but it doesn't count against his NCAA eligibility, so then he can come back here, still have 4 years of eligibility, especially because he's going to enter college at 17, so he'll only be a 19-year-old coming back, and
So he'll be like average age. Getting into college.
Yep, and have a year or two worth of credit,
Yeah.
and
What's that cost you guys?
it's about the same cost of school. Yeah, same as what
It
T.
was about $30K.
Yeah, it's what T is after her scholarships at Redlands, and so it fits in with our 529 plan, and the 529 plan can be used for it. And then he comes back as a sophomore or junior, but more likely to start seeing playing time.
4 years eligibility.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Yeah. All sorts of good stuff.
and you become good.
Yeah.
You know, when I tell the kids too, I said, my feeling is you've got to love it. It's just like, what do you major in? It's like, you're going to have computer. I mean, you know, what you're doing for a meal plan.
Oh my goodness.
And you want to know what their major is.
Well, and I only know a handful of people that are actually still working in their major.
Yeah, that's true.
And ironically, it's just
Yeah, it's such a flawed program.
yeah.
It should be first 2 years, don't declare anything.
Yeah.
Figure out what you want.
Well, and that's what Tears is doing at Redlands, is that they don't require them to declare for the first 2 years, and so you know, she's been taking the classes that interest her, and she's narrowing it down, and she's really now thinking that'll be environmental science, with potentially, you know, history and Spanish.
Yeah, second degree in history and a minor in Spanish.
Yeah.
Man on.
So. My math degree, although I will say that I've done a lot of but I'm on my third career and I'm planning my fourth.
Yeah.
And so it's the idea that you have to, you know, go into the work that you studied for is also, you know, it's not entirely accurate. You can change. But so study something that you're interested in and you want to learn about, and then, you know, ideally you'll find a job in that. But if you don't, you'll find something else that's cool. And if you decide after 3 years it's not, then change. That's cool too.
I agree. I am not going to pay for 4 years of college and then you get out, get married, and have babies. No, that's not going to happen. All I did was get you know, it was like a dating for 4 years. I paid for your dating for 4 years.
Yeah, no, not going to do that. Not paying for your MRS degree.
Especially at 3 years. But that's the nice thing about it. Like if he decides to play D3, you know, they have these presidential scholarships because they don't have athletic scholarships. So they give those student athletes presidential scholarships, which essentially gets them to about what it costs for a state school.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So half of the people that don't get to pay academic scholarships.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's nice. It makes it.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, our kids did running start, so they
Yeah. So Luke has been with the help. I don't know, like I know places like Peel use financial aid. No. Tirza actually, when Tirza was narrowing down her choices, PLU was one of the top four. Oh, just and so she narrowed it down to Quest and BC, and then PLU, Redlands, and Reed. So Reed is a really top level academic school. It's also it sounds a little bit like High Point in that they don't give merit scholars. They only give need based, and they're one of the most expensive schools in the country. They're like $80,000 for a year. So Tirza got a little bit of a loan or an eligibility for a loan, and so she was looking at $75,000 a year for Reed, whereas Redlands and PLU both came in at about $35,000. She's just like, nope, Reed's out of money. No, I'm not going to pay that. It's ridiculous. So, but they were definitely one of those places where you can talk about High Point, everything is free. That it's like they were telling us about how there's a ski cabin up on Mount Hood that you can rent for the weekend, and there's kayaks and ski equipment and bicycles and kind of whatever you want to borrow. The university has. You just check it out, and the dorms were gorgeous. But yeah, it was. And I'm also talking to some of my Portland friends. Like, oh yeah, Reed's a good school. It's also like #1 in the U.S. for drug use. Like,
is it really?
Yeah, drug use on campus. It's not
You give them the goal or not?
What?
Nope.
I don't think
That's
not
all right.
that they need it.
Yeah. Nope.